Hi, welcome back to The Rachel Show. So today I want to talk about business building. Specifically, should you spend money having your business set up as a business entity or a legal entity? So when you're starting a business and you're just starting out and you're trying to test your idea and figure out, am I going to do this? Maybe I'm just going to do a little freelance work. Maybe I'm just going to take a little consulting project. You may wonder if it's worth spending that money to have it set up as a legal entity. And by legal entity, I mean choosing whether you're going to be an LLC, so a limited liability company, a partnership if you're going to be in partnership with someone else, if you're going to be an S Corp or a C Corp, if you're going to go ahead and become a corporation and have shareholders. There are a number of different options to choose from. I'm not going to go into what they all are. I teach that in the Business Builders Blueprint course. We teach what all the different options are and then help you figure out which one is going to be the best for you. What I want to talk about today is whether or not it's worth spending the money to set up that legal entity for your business, and then really help you understand what the benefits are of being a legal entity so that you can make that decision for yourself. So, spoiler alert, in my opinion, yes, it is worth spending the money to set your business up as a legal entity because it protects you. And it protects you in several ways. It allows you to keep your business liability and business finances separate from your personal liability and personal finances. Meaning, if your business is sued and you're set up as a business entity, a legal entity, then they're not able to go after your personal possessions in most instances. Now, there are some options for partnerships and things like that where you don't have the same protection if you are the general partner. And that's why I always say you should consult with your lawyer and your accountant when making these decisions. Don't just take my word for it, because I'm not a lawyer, nor am I an accountant. I'm just a gal who's been in marketing for years who figured out how to start a business and teaches others how to take all the things that they know how to do and turn it into a business. So always, always, always seek legal counsel and financial counsel when making these type of decisions. But I want to help you understand why they're important and what you should be asking. So when you set up as a legal entity, you are protected in the case of financial liabilities. So if your business doesn't survive, your business has a bunch of debt, something happens and goes wrong, as long as it's been set up as a business entity, you're not going to personally be liable for that debt in most cases. If you are sued, you're not going to be personally liable in most cases. So it really does protect you. What I see some people do that concerns me is they set up initially as a sole proprietor. And yes, a sole proprietor is easier because there's no paperwork involved. There's nothing that you have to do. It lets you move very quickly and start testing your idea. But when you take on clients as a sole proprietor or you take on contract work, you now have to hand out your social security number on their tax forms. So now you're opening yourself to more potential for identity theft because now your social security number is being shared with more companies. Now, I'm not saying a company that you work with or someone that you partner with or do contract work for is going to intentionally divulge your information. But if they get hacked or something happens to their system, your information is there and available. And that's not good. I don't like that risk, I just don't like that risk. So when you set up as a business entity, you register for what's called an EIN through the Internal Revenue Service. It's easy, it's free. It's an employer identification number. So when you work with clients or you do consulting projects, you work with businesses, and you get a 1099, you do not give out your personal social security number. You give out your EIN, which has you protected. Now your social security number is not being shared. You are sharing an EIN. Your EIN is not tied to you as a person, it's tied to the business. So that's one of the benefits of setting up a business entity. What I like, and what I used, again, not telling you what to do, telling you talk to your lawyer, talk to your accountant. I opted for an LLC from a simplicity standpoint. An LLC provides you the protection from the legal and the financial, so it's a separate entity, but all the income is passed through on your personal taxes. So you don't have to do separate corporate taxes. You don't have to do separate filing. You do pay quarterly. You work with your accountant. They're going to tell you what to do, how to handle it. I set up my EIN so that I don't have to share my social security number with people. And then you set up a separate bank account. Keep your banking finance records separate. I chose one credit card that I had and allocated that for business. All business expenses go on that one card. All business income and expenses go out of one account. There's no overlap between the household account and the business account. That way at tax time, it's much easier to hand my accountant the information that she needs for the business because it is set as a business entity and it has business records and there's no overlap between the two. So from my standpoint, yes, very much worth setting your business up as a business entity. If you want more information on it, check out the blog post that is attached here in the notes and then find out. Like, talk to your accountant, talk to your lawyer, get yourself set up as a business entity because you can do this. That idea that you've been thinking about, that business that you've been wanting to build, you can totally do it. If you're not sure what that idea is yet, or you're not sure if it's gonna work for you or be the right type business, get the Business Builder's Guide. So it's linked in the notes here. It's going to help you find out what business is right for you. It's 5 different businesses that you can build from home, most of them with very little investment or no investment at all. And it's gonna walk through the startup times, the costs, the things that you're gonna need. It's gonna help you figure out if you're building a business that's going to fit your lifestyle. So start there and then plan on joining me in the Business Builder's Blueprint. That's a course that walks you through how to build and market a business, A to Z. Everything you need to do to go from being a busy, overworked mom who is stressed and feels like you're running from place to place to a woman who is in charge of her own business and has total control of her schedule and her income and has quality time with her kids and time to herself. So let me show you the way. It's possible and I would love to teach you. So make sure you sign up for more information about that. If you get the Business Builder's Guide, you'll be the first to know when the Business Builder's Blueprint is open for enrollment. In the meantime, please subscribe to the channel, click the little bell for notifications, like this video, and if you know someone else who this would help, please share it with them. Let's spread the message. I want to see other busy working moms be able to change their lives and get some freedom and flexibility and have things work better. And if you don't have kids, I still want you here. I still want you to see. I want to help you come up with the life that you're looking for. Or if you're a dad, everybody's welcome here. I work mostly with moms, but you do not have to have kids or be a woman to fit in around here. So I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.